I Love You, You're Perfect, Now Change is a musical comedy review about the intimate romantic relationships that one will go through life.
When it goes from the first date all the way to even sitting at the funeral of your significant other, relationships can take such a turn and a twist with everything. That show takes all of it in.
It's actually broken down into about 20 scenes. It addresses subjects such as falling in love, first dates, marriage.
It's a great show. It's a comedy. There's some very funny moments in there.
Expect to see 8 very talented actors, but then watch closely because these 8 actors actually will play pretty much 8 different characters each. They play a variety of young ages to old ages. So there's going to be a ton of talent up there. You'll have to watch closely to see all of the fun little nuances that they bring to each character.
You'll get to see a lot of really fun, staging and dance numbers. And not only will we look great to our live audience, we'll also look great to our live streamed audience. So,
no matter who you are, I know you're gonna get a good laugh. If you're in there in person or watching the live stream, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna have fun, you're gonna relate to some silly things.
And each scene is a little story in and of itself, and that's how the show is meant to be written, which I do think is super fun because you get really interesting stories in the span of 30 seconds, and then you're moving on and you're like, oh, well, what's gonna happen in this one? So,
even though we're under a pandemic, I have always said I love a good challenge. We are taking safety precautions in the rehearsal process. The actors are consistently wearing singer's masks, so our lovely costume staff has actually built a mask that they can use, and it just gives them more space to breathe and sing and phonate.
You never realize how much your mouth really shows on stage until you have something covering it up. Yeah, we're definitely just working through it.
And I think it's also super easy for us to forget to work on our facial expressions. So I think that's something that we're going to struggle with because we won't have masks on for the final performance.
We have see-through plastic face shields that will allow myself, the director, to actually see their faces and make sure they're telling the story not just with their words, and they utilize their whole body and their face to show emotion and expression.
I do think we're going smoothly. I mean, there's certain things that we'll have little hiccups, but nothing has been too major. We haven't had any insane issues yet. And I think as a group, we're very good at adapting to what comes our way. So
you really have a lot of opportunity here at Chadron State College to get the full array of the theatrical business. You will have the opportunity, because of its size, to perform, to work backstage, build your skill set in the technical aspects such as props, costumes, lights, and then you'll also get that challenge of performing on stage. You have an option of 4 shows, which is actually a great resume builder for the year.
It's great. I mean, you get different perspectives from Scott and Jen and David. I mean, they've all had solo experiences by themselves. As we're going along, we get this experience and then we get this experience, and they just shower us with this endless knowledge of what we're gonna hopefully be able to succeed in the future.
It's been really fun. I was super nervous to go to auditions. Everybody was so welcoming and so nice, and I'm really grateful that I got to be a part of the show because it does mean a lot to me that they did pick someone who isn't a theater major. I do feel that there might be a little bit more of a pressure because I might not know exactly what I'm doing at all times, but it has been so fun, and it's been a really great way to bond with the people in the cast. It's been really, really great, and I'm so glad that I did the show. Even with everything going on with COVID, I'm so glad that I got to do the show.